Hey Leos, what is happening? I hope you are having a fantastic week so far. I'm going to go through your astrology as I shuffle the cards, as I always do. I just want to remind you that I still have my contest or my draw on. So the first 100 subscribers to my channel will receive an entry into a free tarot reading draw, which is like a value of about about $40 US. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's something. So enter if you want to be, subscribe and comment down below that you want to be entered, and then you're entered. And yeah, once I hit 100 subscribers, I will be doing the drawing for that. So keep your messages open and all that good stuff. I'll message you on Instagram or wherever you see this. So yeah. I also want to remind you that I have my donation link now in the description box. So if this resonates at all and you feel like it helps, it's going to help you, or it did help you, just leave me a tip. Anything helps. These are the times we live in, and I appreciate everything, every view, every comment, every like. And if you can't, that is perfectly all right as well. Okay, now that I'm done hawking myself, let's get into your astrology as I shuffle the cards. So, Leo, what is going on? Your Uranus in your 10th house is causing sort of like an unexplained crazy energy going on in your 4th house of your like home and emotions. Like your career is just like something's in there is just making your home situation just feel all crazy, like unexpected things, like things that you didn't even think of could happen or gonna happen. Not necessarily bad, not necessarily good. So I mean, take it as you roll with the punches, as they say. And this is gonna be happening for about 2 weeks because Mercury is gonna be going retrograde in, or rather on the 13th. So that once Mercury goes retrograde, it'll come back to that opposition point with Uranus. So we're just gonna be in that energy for a little while, which is fine. Now on the 8th, or tomorrow on the 8th, there will be a nice trine between, or a nice trine and sextiles between these points and Venus in your 2nd house of money and self-worth. So yeah, you could be seeing some really interesting changes happening as far as money goes as well. Yeah, I mean that's kind of like unexpected energy. So, and it's all in the Venus there is in a beneficial place. So like the work home dynamic could actually be promising as far as like maybe even romance, as far as like giving yourself what you're worth and knowing your worth in romance. Let's see what else we got going on. We got between the 9th and the 11th, the moon will be opposing Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter. So you could actually kind of see some interesting action in your 6th house, and this could be about like kind of like bringing up tension when it comes to your emotions and your daily routines. The 10th brings on the moon, the sun, Jupiter, Pluto, and Mars all in this massive square in your 3rd, 6th, 9th, and 12th house. This square is really like, kind of like knocking on your beliefs and asking you what you do every day and if it's in alignment with like what you truly want. That's kind of what I get from it. And what else we got? We also have the sun into opposition with Mars in your 6th house. So yeah, I just feel like there's just still a lot of tension and stuff going on with all this 6th house placement for you, Leo. Just a lot of like pressure on your daily routines and potentially like your health and stuff. So make sure you're taking care of yourself while we continue to move throughout this year, because once we're done with this year, things will be a lot easier in that regard. Yeah, once Jupiter and Saturn are out of this house, it'll be good. All right. All right, well, let's go into the tarot reading. Well, thank you for sticking along with me so far. And let's go into where you are right now, what you can expect for the week, and what your messages from Spirit are. All right, so, the first thing that wanted to pop out was a King of Wands. Now, I see this little salamander guy here, and I always like him. So you could have salamanders around you. I know one person does. But yeah, this is like being really confident in your creativity, really getting out there, building whatever you want to see. I'm getting this weird asymmetrical feeling from this card for some reason. I've never really noticed this before, but he's like right on the edge of like a cliff, basically. And I feel like he's looking out on this cliff as to see like what's possible, what can I create? And he's in this stable. He's on like a slab basically. And this little lizard doesn't even want to go that far. So I'm getting this weird intuition that it's like you're on the precipice of something, and you're kind of leaning towards that precipice because like this wand is going straight up and down, but it is like if you were to consider how he's actually sitting, this wand would actually be kind of like tilted a little bit, and leaning, like the top of the staff would be leaning out over the cliff almost. So that is an interesting kind of observation that I had over this card. Huh. All right, well, let's see what this creative, passionate force is all about. Let's see what the underlying energy is. What's going on? All right, well, first card that popped out was the Five of Wands reversed. So this is like not, you know, being competitive with people. Maybe this is like you just actually needing to express your ideas more and kind of just letting other people play around. And like, you know, these people are like, they're all kind of having fun and they're like on an even playing field, and they're you know, they're all kind of, it's in like a competition sort of thing. So like this could be business competition, romance competition, whatever. But you know what, you're tired of it. You don't really want to be in this competitive space. You kind of just want to create whatever you want to create, and you know, have that be it. All right, and the next card that popped out was the Seven of Wands. So yeah, this is like you're defending your beliefs. You're defending what you've created, and really kind of just like it looks like you're on top of the world, really. A lot of fire energy. I mean, you're a Leo, this totally makes sense. Yeah, I mean, whew. All right, let's get a clarifier card for the Seven of Wands, because this is, yeah, you're just really having to defend yourself. You don't want to, but you're having to, or you feel like you have to. So what's going on with this Seven of Wands, please? Can I get a card for the Seven of Wands, a clarifier? If they want me to have a clarifier. No, clarifier, there we go. The High Priestess reversed. Interesting. Okay, so I feel like getting in touch with your true emotions is like, I feel like stepping away from like this competitive thing, because I feel like these two cards are, I mean, they're obviously linked because they're wands, and this is about kind of like this weird fighting thing. But I feel like with the High Priestess in the reverse position, it's like you're not realizing that you are above this. Like you're in this world where you feel like you know you have to struggle and whatever to survive. But you know, like if you just embrace your High Priestess, you don't need to even, like, you're so far above these people that are trying to keep you down, or that are like, you know, rising against you or whatever, that I don't know, I feel like you just, if you step into your power, you step into your ability, your divine feminine. Like this is, to me, this card is like Lilith. She is like the no nonsense sort of woman who's capable of, you know, bringing things into reality, but she's also balanced. And yeah, I just feel like she's very powerful. And also she has the sphere of the throat chakra there, that is in the Kabbalic beliefs, that is the, what is that? I mean, it's on top of her head, but it reminds me of the pearl sphere of the throat chakra. So I don't know why I'm getting that. This could be about expressing your truth, really, or expressing your power. And I feel like once you start expressing your power, you'll be able to just step over all these people that are below you, basically. Because what I'm getting a sense of is like the king is above all these people, and this guy is you, and you're above these people. So why are you fighting with them? Like, why are you even fighting? Just be better. Be better, Leo. You can. I mean, oh, that's too funny. Okay, well, that's interesting. But so yeah, embrace your inner high priestess, because that's definitely what is being called for here. Just to, you know, get above everybody else. Not in an ego sense. Just let it go in a personal sense, so that you're not so troubled by it, so you can actually step into your power. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, let's go into where you're at right now. Not where you're at right now. What you got coming up for this week? This is where you're at right now. Oh, well, how do you want to... Do you want to be up or down? Are you sure? Ooh, yep, I guess so. Whatever. We'll clarify it as we go. But the King of Swords reverse. So this is basically not stepping into your truth, not stepping into your honest, true sort of intelligence. Like, you're operating maybe from a place of naivety with this King of Swords being in the reverse position. Like, he is the king, but in the reverse, he's like, maybe I don't want to be king. I don't want to take charge of, like, I don't want to take my responsibility seriously. I just want to kind of just, like, do whatever. But this is also in relation to thought and writing. Also contracts, beware of those as we move into Mercury retrograde at the end of the week. So maybe this is a warning against that. I mean, yeah, I mean, this is your 4th house, so, yeah, let's get a clarifier on this. Just, I don't want to start pontificating on random things. Let's see here. King of Swords, what is the underlying energy of the King of Swords? Reverse, please. Oh, thank you. 7 of Swords. What are you trying to get away with? What are you trying to, like, I feel like you're trying to get away from responsibility. And you just don't want to do it anymore. You're just like, I don't want to anymore. I'm done. I'm just going to take my stuff. I'm going to go live over here with, I'm going to take all these resources that I can carry and just live by myself or something. Like, I don't know. For some reason, I'm getting that kind of vibe. Like, Leos just don't want to deal with it anymore. So yeah, this week, Leo, you're just kind of fed up. Okay, I'm gonna split this reading off into what can Leos do this week. So that's what you got coming up. That's the energy of this week. So what can you do? All right, the first card is the 4 of Swords, which is meditation. So yeah, taking some time, getting in touch with honestly what you like. Once again, it's like your higher power. Like, what do you feel like? Where is your power? Where is it being drained? Are you telling yourself like non-truths? Are you telling yourself you're not worth it? Or are you telling yourself you can't do it? Like, are you drinking too much? Are you smoking too much? There's an energy leak somewhere, and I feel like through meditation you're going to be able to find out what that is, and ultimately, you know, rectify it so you can start living again in your highest sort of vibration. All right, what is this 4 of Swords about? Thank you. Is the Queen of Swords. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this is taking your power. This is what I was saying. Like, through meditation, you can avert all this stuff, and you can step into your position as an authoritarian, but in a kind way. Like the king, I mean, it's masculine, it can be more severe, but the queen, she can be more merciful, more receptive to information as well. And I feel like with the bird here above her, I feel like she is receiving messages from spirit. So I feel like through your meditation, especially while Mercury is in Scorpio, this is kind of like the investigator. This is the deep diver. This is the time to meditate, if there ever was a time to meditate with Scorpio. I mean, Mercury in Scorpio. So definitely get in contact with like your guides, or, you know, do some meditation, do some breath work, whatever it takes to get you to connect with spirit. I feel like that will be of a great benefit to you, because then you can kind of like, you know, rectify the sort of logic that you have regarding your troubles or whatever you think is going on in your life. Maybe the things aren't so bad. Maybe you'll get or gain more perspective on it as you go throughout the week if you meditate and, you know, work on this stuff. All right, let's go into your messages from Spirit for this week. Messages from Spirit. Sorry, I won't sing. That's ridiculous. Whoa, okay. Well, we got 4 cards here, so let's just see what happens. So first of all, I mean, the card that's in my hand right now is a 2 of Pentacles. So Spirit's like, are you juggling too much? Are you, like, you know, trying to do too many things at once? The next card over here was the Knight of Wands. So yeah, Spirit's trying to remind you, like, move towards what makes you feel passionate. Like, you got the King of Wands first, like, right off the bat. So keep moving towards what keeps you passionate. And if you're juggling too many things right now, Leo, I feel like it's time to maybe, you know, not give up something, but just be aware of the things that you're juggling, if they are too many, if they are too much, or, you know, you're taking on too much. Just maybe tone it down. If you're capable of doing it, then by all means continue. But I feel like there's two ships here and they're going in separate directions. So I feel like you're kind of trying to decide on something. Not too sure what that is. This could be romantic, even with this Knight of Wands coming in. I mean, he is a very he's a knight. He's coming in with this message of passion and ambition and creativity. So that's interesting. But underneath it all, there's the Page of Cups reversed. So this is like you really needing to communicate something to somebody else, especially with the Four of Swords here and like meditating. I feel like this Page of Cups is needing to get in contact with, you're needing to get in contact with your emotional center so you can deliver a message. So as much as somebody's coming in with passion, you need to like meet that with emotion from within. And we got one more card here, and what is it? Nine of Swords. So reversed. So this is a good card. This is like an ending to your anxieties. So I feel like once you express yourself and kind of maybe clear the air, I want to say, especially with all this air card and all this confusing energy here, this kind of combative energy, I feel like once you are able to communicate your passions and communicate your emotions and really just, I feel like it's communicating whatever you are dealing with currently and like really leveling with somebody as to where you're at in life. Maybe somebody can like ease some stress off of you, and yeah, so you can actually start to feel better, maybe start doing some healing, just like mental healing, like taking a break. I'm definitely seeing that you need to take a break with the Four of Swords, and getting in contact obviously with Spirit through the Queen of Swords, and giving yourself a break, because the Queen shows mercy. So show mercy to yourself as well. We're so apt to give. Oh, there's a plane. Wait for the plane to go past. Little prop plane. Yeah, with the Queen, I feel like she's merciful as well, and she's receptive. Like she has an open hand here with the sword facing towards heaven. So yeah, I feel like this is a sign to be a little bit more receptive and clear. Okay, well, the first card that came out was shift. This is the Rune Daggaz. Also, this is breakthrough and a new day. So like at the end of the day, there's always another day. The sun goes around the planet, has been for billions of years. So yeah, with this shift card, I feel like, you know, you are shifting into something, and the only way you'll have excuse me, an easy shift is if you really get in touch with yourself, get in touch with your inner power, your feminine power, and get in touch with your kind of like your mental space, your maybe even your astral space. Like get in contact with your guides if you do any sort of journey work or like in the astral kind of work. This could benefit you greatly. Let's get another card to go along with shift, please. Whoa, too many cards. One card to go along with shift. One or two cards, please, Spirit. One or two cards. Okay, we got two cards. All right, so the first one is affluence. So yeah, this is like, I mean, money isn't really, it doesn't feel like money is an issue in this. It feels like you're balancing too many things at once. And also water. Okay, so yeah, I feel like you know, taking lots of baths with water and like meditating, taking a break, getting in contact with earth as well, with affluence. I feel like if you're trying to generate more wealth right now, a good space to go into would be like into a forest or something. Like literally hug a tree and feel its energy, like, and just like put that abundant energy into it and feel it feed back into you. It sounds so weird, like, oh, be a hippie, hug a tree, but it's actually really therapeutic. Because the tree's not going anywhere. The tree's been there for like, you know, 50 years or something in that same spot. So you coming up to it in the life of a tree is just like, it's like a flash for it, but you can gain so much from being with the tree. All right, a little random tidbit there. All right, let's go into your rune reading, and if you don't want to stick around for the rune reading, well, then I thank you for showing up and watching so far. All right, let's get into see what rune wants to work with you this week to help you bring upon your greatest and the highest destiny. What rune wants to work with Leo? Oh, we got one. Okay, flip it. Ooh, this is the warrior rune. What is the name? God dang it, I forget. 1 second. I got the book. Tiawaz. Duh. This is 89. Let's go into the book. This is warrior energy. I'm just gonna read it directly from the book here. This is the rune of the spiritual warrior. This is the rune of the spiritual warrior. Always the battle of the spiritual warrior is with the self. Funding a will through action, yet unattached to outcomes. Remaining mindful that all you can do is really stay out of your own way and let the will of heaven flow through you. These are the hallmarks of the spiritual warrior. Embodied in this rune is the energy of discrimination, the sword-like quality that enables us to cut away the old, the dead, the extraneous. With Tiawaz comes certain knowledge that the universe has always had the first move. Patience is the virtue of this rune, and it recalls for us the words of Saint Augustine. The reward of patience is patience. The molding of character is the issue when Tiawaz appears in your spread. Here you are asked to look within, to delve down into the foundations of your life itself. Only in doing so you can hope to deal with the deepest of your nature and tap into the most profound resources. Associated with this rune are the sun, masculine energy, the active principle. The urge towards conquest is predominant here, especially self-conquest, which is a lifelong pursuit and calls for awareness, single-mindedness, and the willingness to undergo your passage without anxiety and in total trust. With Tiawaz comes in response to an issue or romantic attachment, it indicates that the relationship is both timely and providential. The bond is to a partner with whom you resonate. There is work for you to do together. If the issue relates to your I'm sorry, I'm having a terrible time reading this. If the issue relates to your devotion to a cause, an idea, a path of conduct, the warrior rune counsels perseverance, although at times the kind of perseverance called for is patience. What are your priorities? How are you using your energy? Tiawaz is a rune of courage and dedication. In ancient times, it was the glyph that the warriors painted on their shields before battle. Now, with more refined energies in play, the same symbol strengthens your resolve in the struggle of the self with the self. I feel like there's a lot of sword energy in this. I feel like there's a lot of sword energy here. So if any of that resonated, please let me know down below what you think about it. I feel like there isn't anything bad about your reading. I just feel like you're struggling with this kind of like internal conflict. And yeah, it is about, getting in contact with yourself, and that's what you'll find with the Four of Swords. So just take some time, meditate, shift your perspective on things, and I think you'll be all right. Everything will be fine. Things are crazy, of course, as always, but yeah, I hope you have a fantastic week, Leo, and I will talk to you next week. Take care.